Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to do this video for you guys because I have a almost shameful haul. Like, I have so much stuff laid out in front of me, I don't even know what happened. I'll do the disclaimer of this was not one shopping trip, this is from a few different stores and things escalated. Don't judge me. I'd like to think that my channel is a judge-free zone for people who like to spend copious amounts of money on cosmetics. So I won't make this video longer than it has to be. Let's just get right into it. So I have everything kind of divided here: hair care, makeup, and skincare products. I'm going to start with the hair just because those are the things that are in front of me now. And this is a new product that I actually picked up at Shoppers. It is the Dessange. I don't even know if I'm saying that, to be honest, if I'm saying that correctly. This is the CC Brass Color Correcting Cream for color treated blonde hair, which I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I have been getting more blonde put into the ends of my hair lately. And this is something that I've used a couple of times, and I will say I do definitely like it. It's definitely one of those treatment conditioners that's going to give you more of an ashy tone to your hair. So if you have a lot of brassiness in your hair, this will take care of that. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my hand so you guys can see the color of it, because the color is no joke. So sometimes what I like to do with products like this as well is just put them on dry hair and let them sit for a while, and then I find that that sometimes works a little bit better than using them and then immediately rinsing them out. But usually a lot of people like to use purple shampoos, and that one's actually a treatment. So you use it after you shampoo, you leave it in. I do still use my conditioner or my Aussie mask because I don't feel like that leaves my hair as soft as I would like, but for color correction it works really well. So I have an absolute obsession with volume or texture or dry aerosol sprays, any sort of spray that you put in your hair that doesn't require water, that will give you bigger hair. I'm all about it. So I went to Winners, and this I blame on my friend Dana because she had this dry shampoo and I used it at her house and I loved it. So I tracked it down at Winners. It's the Colab dry shampoo in the London Classic scent. And this is a product that Ruth makes, who's a model recommends here on YouTube. She has a blog and everything. She's super popular. And I love this dry shampoo. I remember the first time I used it at Dana's, I was like, yes, I need this in my life. Like, it just gives a lot of volume and a lot of texture to the hair. And it doesn't leave, like, look at the difference. And it really doesn't leave a white cast in my hair, which I like as well, because my hair still is darker up at the top. Like, I could go through an entire can of dry shampoo in like a week, easy. So I thought it was over. I picked up my dry shampoo. I was super happy. Then I went to the clearance rack. Let's talk about this for a minute. So I found the Volume Extreme dry shampoo, also in the London Classic scent, from Colab, $5, so I had to buy that. Then I found the Caviar Anti-Aging Dry Shampoo from Alterna for $7, so clearly I had to buy that. Then I found a Joico Texture Boost Dry Spray Wax, and I had to buy that. That one was $5 as well. The only thing that scares me about some of these products is Winners is bad for having discontinued products that I'm not going to be able to find anymore. And then the last one I picked up was actually from Maritime Beauty. This one wasn't from Winners. Maritime Beauty is a retail store here that you can shop at if you have some sort of a industry license. So if you're a makeup artist, a hairstylist, or I believe an esthetician, you're able to shop there. And this is the L'Oreal Professional Volumetry SOS Volume Spray for fine hair. And to be honest, I've used this quite a bit. It's almost actually empty because, like I said, I go through them so fast. But it was fine. I wouldn't repurchase it. So if that one was discontinued, I'm not too upset about it. So that was everything for me for hair products. Now that is a lot for me. I'm slowly starting to get into hair products a little bit, but I really just haven't found any that have completely changed my life. So I don't get as excited about hair as I do for skincare and makeup. So let's get into the skincare products because, again, I have a lot. This is the CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotion SPF 30 for normal to oily skin. And I know you're probably all thinking, oily skin? You have a super dry skin. And lately, especially in this area of my skin, I remember one morning I woke up and I almost felt like I had honey on my skin. Like, it was tacky, it was sticky, and I was like, what the hell is going on? I'm not equipped to deal with skin like that. So what do you do when you figure that out? You go on an entire new skincare hunt for new products. So I've been using this one and I really do like it. All of the CeraVe products that I've used so far I've really enjoyed, and I love that that one has SPF 30. The reason that I wanted to get a moisturizer that had SPF in it was because I'm now using a retinol product at night, which is this one here. This is the Glow by Dr. Brandt Overnight Resurfacing Serum, and I really like this product. I'm actually shocked at how much I'm enjoying it. Looks like this, and it has a 2% retinol in it, so it's a retinol ingredient in it, and it does make my skin a little bit dry and a little bit flaky, which is normal for retinol products because it's going to speed up your cell turnover. Without getting too technical, just know that that's a normal reaction to have to something that has retinol in it. So I'm really liking that one. And like I said, retinol or any sort of acids make your skin a lot more sensitive to the sun, so I just wanted to amp up my moisturizer and get something with a sunscreen in it. This is the GlamGlow ThirstyCleanse Daily Hydrating Cleanser, and as you guys can see, it's a perfect little small size. It was one of those things in Sephora that are in the aisle of death right before you check out when you're spending money that you shouldn't be spending in the first place, and then you find something small and you think, I have to buy it. Does that happen to anyone else? So this is a mud to foam cleanser. I don't notice that it foams up hardly at all when I use this, but I will say it smells exactly like the GlamGlow Thirsty Mud Mask, which I love the scent of that. If you're not into coconut, you probably won't like it, but I really enjoy it, and it doesn't irritate my skin at all, so I will definitely use that until it's gone. This is a little deluxe size sample I got of the Clinique Foaming Sonic Facial Soap. And I am excited to use this because, as you guys know, I'm an avid Clarisonic user. I love my Clarisonic, and any sort of a foamy cleanser that really foams up when I use it, I will definitely try. Also, the Clinique Turnaround Daytime Revitalizing Moisturizer in Rosy Glow. This one here. This is something that I'm looking forward to trying as well. It's part of their new turnaround line. If you guys follow Clinique at all, you probably know that they've discontinued quite a few of their products. Most of the turnaround products have been included in that. So this is a new one. They have one called Rosy Glow, which has like a kind of a pink champagne tone to it. And then they have another one called Golden Glow. And that one's better for people, obviously, with warmer skin tones. Two more products that I picked up after having a complete freak out and thinking I have oily skin all over my face, which I don't. It's just here. This is the Murad T-Zone Pore Refining Gel. And this is a product that I use kind of intermittently. I don't use the retinol and this on the same night. I'll usually go back and forth between the two. And it's just a clear serum that you apply before your moisturizer, only in the spots where you need it. So you just take this out. I use a little tiny amount and I just put it here and a little on my chin. And I avoid all of the rest of my face because it's still quite dry and I don't want to dry it out anymore. But I've used that probably like 4 or 5 times now, and I do see a difference in my skin when I wake up in the morning. I don't have that same shine or that same tackiness that I had on my skin before I started using that product. So that was exciting. And then this, to be honest, I bought it because it sounds fantastic. This is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Vacuum Cleaner Blackhead Extractor. That sounds amazing, right? Yeah. So it says, helps loosen and remove blackheads, absorbs excess oil, and helps unclog and tighten pores. So this, the method of how you apply this product is really what made me buy it. So it says, after cleansing with Pores No More Cleanser, optional, obviously, apply a thin layer to areas of concern. Avoid your eyes, leave on for 5 to 10 minutes until the product is dry and it will turn blue. A cooling sensation will occur. Rinse with warm water and pat dry. Can be used 2 to 3 times per week or as needed. So I haven't used this one yet because I'm kind of scared of it. It's like, I've never tried a product like that before, but the bottle itself looks like this. So I will definitely give that a try and see what I think. Last time I had a really bad reaction to the Elizabeth Arden Provage cleanser. I don't know if you guys knew about that or you didn't, but if you did, it was bad. There's pictures on my Instagram, which is @GirlMyBlush, and I swore that I was never going to do skincare reviews again because it was bad. But I've used, like I said, quite a few of those products already, and I've had no problems, so fingers crossed. There's a few more skincare products here before we get into the makeup. This is the Dr. Roebucks FACE, an active night and day cream to rehydrate the skin and reduce wrinkles. Now, I really do like creams like this that I can use day and night, especially if I'm traveling, because it's just easier for me to take one jar instead of two. And Dr. Roebucks is meant to be a really good line for people that have eczema or any sort of skin issues, which again, if you know anything about my skin history, my skin is a hot mess. So I'm really excited to try that out to see if it would work. And then, speaking of the Walk of Death at Sephora, these also got me. I got the Sephora Rose Eye Mask, which looks like this, and I absolutely love eye masks like this. I try my best whenever I do bridal makeup to recommend that the brides use one of these about, maybe I'd say like a month or 2 months before the wedding, just to make sure that they have no reaction to it. But on the day of, if it's something that they've already used, I'll put them on and then do their eye makeup first. And then all of these, obviously they're doing the job of depuffing or hydrating, whatever the eye mask is meant to do. And then at the end of the eye makeup, you peel it off and it takes all of the fallout away. So that's one of my favorite tricks for that. And if I like these, I might consider stocking these in my freelance kit because they are pretty inexpensive. I believe this one was around $6. So for that price, who knows? We'll see. Then I also got the Sephora Rose Sleeping Mask. And this is just like the cutest thing ever. So it comes in this little tiny pod. And it's just a one-use thing, so you can see the product in there. And a lot of the YouTube gurus that I watch have been having trouble finding this one in stores, and they're always saying that they're going to track it down, and there was one left in the little bucket of all the different assortment of masks, so I had to buy it. You guys understand, right? Okay, now for the makeup. So I'm going to start with things that I got at, let's do Shoppers first. The first things that I got were these Quo, I think they're called lip cocktails. Yeah, Quo lip Cocktail Tinted Lip Balm. They look like these. And I'm just going to do some swatches out for you guys here so you can see them. They come in shade names, but they're also named after drinks. So there is... Oh, they don't have the shade name on the package. They only have them on the box. Doesn't that drive me nuts? So, okay, in order, we're going to go Tequila Sunrise. These really remind me of the Benefit lip balms. They're really nice and hydrating, and they give off a nice amount of color. They give off more color even so than the Benefit ones. And they were something that was on like a limited edition stand. So if you guys are interested in these, I would get yourself down to Shoppers ASAP, because I don't know how much longer they're going to be here. It didn't look like they were a regular product. So, okay, we're going to go Tequila Sunrise, Daquiri, Martini, and Raspberry Mojito. So I'll hold them up like this. These are the shades here. So Tequila Sunrise, Daquiri, Martini, and what did I say the last one was? Raspberry Mojito. So I really like those. I'm really interested to see this orange shade here because I'm someone that doesn't wear orange, and I'm also someone that everybody always tells me to wear orange, if that makes sense. So I have more of a cooler skin tone, but I'm very fair and I do have blue eyes. So people are always saying, oh, it would bring your eyes out, it would bring your eyes out. For me personally, I find that it just makes my teeth look more yellow and it's not a flattering color. But I thought something sheer like that might be a good time to kind of put my feet in the water with orange lipstick. And what else from Shoppers? Okay, this is something that did not get great reviews, and this is something that I received as gratis. So if you guys don't work in the industry, gratis is something that you get when you work for cosmetic companies. They will send you products when they launch new things to try, and this is something that has not gotten great reviews, so it's not something I would have picked out myself. However, I'm more than welcome to try it. This is the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer in the shade 6 Ivory, which to be honest looks like it's going to be a little bit dark for me, embarrassingly enough. I don't know, it's just not, I'm not too excited about that one. We will see. I mean, obviously I'll use it. I have learned this, and I'll give you guys a little side note because I was going to do a full video on it, but I've actually already returned it. The Marc Jacobs Remarkable Full Coverage Foundation. I bought that, tried it, it was okay. It wasn't worth $69 Canadian plus tax in my opinion. And The more I used it, I didn't like it with a beauty blender because I found that it sheared it out too much, and the whole point of that foundation is to make you look absolutely flawless. I did really like it with a brush. Any sort of like a buffing airbrush foundation brush made it look really nice, but you can still see it on the skin. And I've learned that I would rather see my own skin through the foundation and not be able to physically see it laying on top of my skin. I know this is a different preference for everybody. If you love full coverage foundations, I have a friend of mine that loves them. She saw the coverage that it gave me. She went out and bought it. She loves it. She wears it every day. So I guess it really just depends on what kind of a coverage you're looking for from your foundation. But for me, I do prefer something a little bit more natural. So that was something that did go back to Sephora. And I do want to try his Genius Gel Foundation. So if you guys have tried that, let me know in the comments below what you think of it, because that might be my next one that I pick up. Okay, also from Shoppers, we get the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Powder, and I am quickly becoming a loose powder junkie. So this one is actually working out quite nicely. It's really nice for underneath of the eyes because it does have that brightening effect to it. I find that if you use it all over too much, especially in photos, you can get a little bit of flashback from it. But for everyday use, that is great. I'm getting a lot of use out of that. What else? Oh yes, I picked up another Definicils mascara because this is one that I like to have on hand, and I'm not going to open it because I don't need to open the tube yet, but that's just the Lancome Definicils mascara in black. It gives a very natural lash. It's all about length and separation, not so much volume, but you can definitely layer it with something that gives more volume if that's what you're looking for in your mascara. Two drugstore products that I'm so excited to film this haul because now I can finally open these and see what they're like. I have the CoverGirl Intensify Me by Lash Blast Liquid Liner, and this is something that has gotten pretty good reviews from what I've seen so far. Sorry, I don't think that's going to focus there for you guys. It's gotten pretty good reviews so far. When I try something, I try not to read a ton of reviews on it because I feel like you're almost looking for the flaws in the product that you've read about, even if you don't necessarily see them yourself, if that makes any sense. So I've tried to kind of keep myself under wraps, but so far the ones I have seen have been very positive, so I will try that out. I was in need of a new liquid liner. I actually was doing my makeup not too long ago, and I have a giant makeup collection, I won't lie. Not one liquid eyeliner. Like, not one liquid eyeliner in my entire collection. All of them have either dried out or I've gotten rid of them. Like, it was, I don't know who I am anymore. So I'm glad to finally have that in my collection. Then I also got the Maybelline Better Skin Concealer in the shade 20 Light. And this is something else that has mixed reviews so far for what I've seen. You guys know how much I love the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. That in the shade Fair is like to die for. Like, there's nothing better. Higher end foundations, higher end concealers, I mean, there's nothing else better than the Maybelline Fit Me. It's so blendable. The coverage is perfect. I love it. Then the two last things I picked up were the Sally Hansen Hard as Nails Extreme Wear Nail Color in the shade Royal Hue. And this is similar to Bikini So Teeny by Essie, but hopefully it's not going to be as annoying, because if you guys have never heard me rant about Bikini So Teeny, like, I can't even deal with how angry it makes me. It's such a beautiful nail color, but it's awful. The actual formula of it is awful. And then I picked up the Essence Precise Eyeliner Brush. This is nothing new, it's just something basic that I needed. These are great for when you're just filling in your brows, or I love them also for gel eyeliners, because I feel like gel eyeliners are so hard on my brushes that I don't mind paying $2.99 and getting a pretty inexpensive brush for that. Okay, so there's two things that I wanted to show you guys from, not my haul from Crystal. You guys remember when I did the American Makeup Swap with Crystal? There were a few things actually that she put in the box, and I have two of the extra things with me to show you guys. So she sent me the IT Cosmetics It's Your Beauty award-winning must-have palette, which that was amazing of her. Looks like this ginormous mirror that I won't blind you guys with. And it has the Bye Bye Pores Pressed Blush, Vitality Matte Bronzer, Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder, and the Hello Light Cream. So that is something that I'm definitely going to get quite a bit of use out of. As you can see, I've already dipped into it, and so far I'm really liking it. That might be something that deserves its own review, so I'll see how that goes. And then she also sent me a brush from IT Cosmetics, which I can't find any name on the actual product of what it is, but it's a double-ended foundation and concealer brush. So it's very soft. It's just a nice buffing brush, and then the other side is just like a little baby concealer brush, which I might actually really like to use for setting my under eye powder as well. We'll see, but that looks promising. And okay, then I have a few things from Sephora and then we are finished. I'm trying to make this as fast as possible without rushing you guys through it. The first thing, funny enough, the first thing that I saw in the store that I wanted was actually a point perk. This is the Bite limited edition kit that you can get right now. It was 250 points and completely worth it. So this is something that I had broken into before this haul started because I just couldn't wait. It is the lip color that I have on today. And you get this little Bite mirror. So it's just like a little compact mirror underneath of it. And then you get the lipstick and the lip gloss in the shade Bellini. So I'll do some swatches here. Like I said, it is what I have on today, so it's this color. And okay, here we go. So the gloss is right on top here, and then the lipstick is right underneath of it. They're beautiful shades. And as soon as I saw it, it was like, sometimes it's like life or death with these Sephora rewards because their reward program is not great. So to have, like that cost me $250 if you want to think about it that way. But when I saw it, I was like, no, absolutely, I need it. I have no hesitation and I have no regret about it because it was beautiful. I also get to meet one of my subscribers at Sephora, which was so fun. I walked in, her name is Courtney. Courtney, if you and your sister are watching this, hello. And she said that she recognized my hair, and I was surprised that she recognized me because I had my glasses on, and I'm a hot mess 99% of the time when I'm in public because I am a human, and that's what busy humans look like sometimes. So I was super shocked that she even recognized me. So we get to chat about a couple of different products, and yeah, so that was really nice. I always love to meet my subscribers. It's only happened to me twice so far that someone has recognized me, and I think I handled myself way better with Courtney than I did with the first girl that recognized me, because the first time it happened, I was just like... So hopefully I can pull myself together and get through that in a better way. Okay, last two things. This is the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector, and this is a 12-hour shine control primer. This is actually something that I picked up for my freelance kit. Nothing really that I would need, but it says liquid blotting paper on the top, and that really appeals to me because I feel like for bridal, if I wanted to go with one primer, I want to go with something that's gonna cater to the oily skin girls, because if somebody has a dry skin, it's not gonna kill them to put a primer on that's an oil control primer for one day. Like, it's not gonna bother them. But if I would have stocked my freelance kit with something that was more hydrating and I put a super hydrating primer on someone that had really oily skin, that would be an entire other story. So Crystal, actually, Crystal is 007 here on YouTube. This is one of her favorite primers. She talks about it a lot. So I'm really excited to try that out and see if it's as good as she says it is. I'll have to take their word for it because I, like I said, have normally quite dry skin. So it's not really something that I can use and say, oh yeah, that really does control oil. So there was a promotion going on when I was at Sephora that you had to spend $35 and you would get your, this little beauty bag filled with samples. So I got to the counter, I was $6 short. Dana is with me, and she's like, oh, Sarah, just get one of those little eye masks that you got. Those are $6, and then you'll be right at the threshold. And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going to get a $42 brush instead. But I have no regret about it. This is the Sephora Pro Airbrush 55 brush, and it does have the limited edition floral handle, and this is like... Oh, I love this brush. It's so soft. I can't wait. I haven't actually used it yet, but I really like to beat my brushes up when I first get them, just to kind of get them moving. I don't know what it is, but as soon as I get a new brush, some of you are probably like, oh my god, what are you doing? But I'm really excited to use this because it feels amazing, amazing. They do make a little travel one as well, so if I love it as much as I think I'm going to love it, I'm going to buy the little one for my freelance kit, and that way I will have it for brides. I'm using a MAC stipple brush right now for foundation, a smaller one, and I love that one too, so we'll see. This one will have to be pretty amazing to change my life that much. Okay, so I'm just going to go through really quickly and let you guys see what was in the beauty bonus bag when you spend $35 or more. I thought that that was a really good price for something like this, to only have to spend $35. Like I said, $6 was my cutoff, and of course I bought a $42 brush because that's just the way it is. So let me just pull some of this out and see what's in here. So there's a sample of the Fresh Rose face mask. That I'll definitely use. I love the smell of roses. And I feel like it's kind of a trend right now that everything smells like roses. So that is working out quite well for me. They have a sample of the Chloe Eau de Parfum, which is actually a fragrance that I've had in the past. It's fine. I have a ton of fragrances that I don't wear. I literally buy them for vanity jewelry. I just buy them and the bottles will sit there, with the exception of Versace Bright Crystal. And there's also one by Guerlain that I have. I think it's called Terra Rosa. I got it at Winners. I think it's discontinued, but that was really good. The Basha Thermal Black Cleanser. That's something that will get to good use. I don't think I've ever tried anything from that line, from the Basha line. So if you guys have any recommendations, let me know below. There's a little baby Porefessional. This is something that I will definitely use. I love this product. My favorite way to use that product is when I have absolutely no other makeup on and I just go out with like brows and mascara. I'll just rub some of that over my skin and it just blurs everything enough so that you look more even texture-wise. It's amazing. I love it. L'Occitane hand cream, which I will always get use out of that. As you guys know, I have super dry hands. I love the Aveeno Eczema Cream for hands, but I'll definitely try that one out and see what I think. They have the Smashbox Photo Finish More Than Primer Blemish Control with Salicylic Acid. So that's something that'll be interesting to try. I have a thing about salicylic acid in makeup products. I'm usually not a huge fan of it, but that one I will definitely try out. I do work with Smashbox in my job, so I get training with their products, and this is actually meant to go on before your moisturizer, so it's the first thing that touches the skin. So I guess that is kind of an exception. Then we have the Formula X Sheer Strength Nail Color in Wondrous, and this is something that I will totally use. It's just like a sheer pink, almost like the kind of pink that you get when you get a French manicure done. So I'll definitely get some use out of that. And then the last thing in this bag is a Marvelous Moxie lip gloss in the shade Maverick. And that looks like, oh, it's a nice brown color. I'll get use out of that for sure. Right here is the shade. I don't even know, that's the worst place for me to swatch, like ever. Let's do it here instead. Right there. So it's a nice brown color. That's a really nice size glass, actually. I love it when I get like deluxe size samples that I can use for quite a while. More so than when I get sachet samples like this, because I feel like if you use something one time, you don't really have a full feeling of what it's like. But something like this, like by the time I get finished with that, I'll be bored and I'll want to try something else anyway. So that works out perfect. Alright guys, so that is it. We've come to the end of this haul. You have all stayed with me for long enough. If you are still watching this video, I commend you. I did get a comment on one of my last videos that people would like me to put the description of all of the products that were mentioned in the comment or the description box. So I'm definitely going to be working on that. And I'm just having so much fun on YouTube. Crystal has brought so many amazing people to my channel and I'm getting new subscribers every day. I'm super happy about it. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure that you share it and let your friends know. Give me a thumbs up and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!